And we are rolling up and down the fingers. And into the palm. And the pads of the pinky. And the thumb. Down to the wrists. Up to the knuckles and across. And let's take the ball into one hand and squeeze. And then the other. Back to the first. And the second. And then go around the back. Switch. 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 Hinge at the waist, go through the legs. Switch. 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 And put the ball on the floor. That's how the feet feel. And step on the ball in the middle of the foot, pressing down 3 times. Press on the knuckles, once on each. Roll across the knuckles. Roll across the top of the heel. Press just below the ball of the foot. At the side of the top of the heel. And in the middle of the 5th metatarsal. Roll down each of the bones. And scribble. Three, two, one, release, reassess, and repeat on the other foot 3 times in the middle. Knuckles. Roll across. Roll across the top of the heel. Press in the 3 spots. Roll down the bones. And scribble. Three, two, one, get the ball out of the way. Reassess the feet. And let's do some good mornings. And then shake the tree. Three, two, center. Twist it away, swing the arms. And center with ocean wave breathing. And fingers and thumb at the base of the spine, step to the side, gather in starlight. And center, gather from the other side. And center, step forward. Knee to the opposite elbow. Slap the opposite heel in the front. And slap it behind you. And then a cross step with a twist and a punch. And then walk or march or jog. So we're going to do the Zach Bush 4 with or without something in your hand. And some rolling after class. And whatever you do to get the heart rate going, be safe. I'm going to run, but you can do what you're doing or pick it up a little bit. So we'll get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. $17. And 30. Got a pain in my knee there. 2 breaths. Interlace the fingers, raise the hands up overhead. Come up on your toes if you can. And back down. Bend back if you can. Back to center. Bend to one side. And then the other. Back to center. Lower the hands to the chest, push out. Go on down, interlace the fingers behind the back. Stretch the hands up, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Go a little higher. And come on down and shrug. Roll the shoulders back. And forward. Extend the arms and rotate. Go the other way. One hand down, one palm up, flip flop. Bring the one arm across the body, press in. And then the other. First arm behind the back, press down and in. And then the other. Form a W, squeeze the shoulder blades together and hold. Release, squeeze. Release and squeeze. Release. Grab both elbows, rock side to side. And put your fists on your temples, bring your elbows forward and back. And come down and rotate the neck. Go the other way. Nod. And go ear to shoulder. Come to center, bring your hand up over the head, cup the ear, look up, chin up, tug gently. And then chin down. Same thing the other way. Chin up. And chin down. Come back to center. Tuck in the chin and peck like a pigeon. And grab a stick. Inside the arch of one foot. Other foot to the side, bend the knee, slide down. Go the other way. And come on up. Bring the stick forward, bring the toes about 6 inches away, put the stick on top of the collarbone, slide down the stick, lift the sole of the foot and wiggle. Press the sole of that foot against the stick. And repeat on the other side. Hamstrings first. And then the sole of the foot. And then come back to center. We're going to do Dr. Lee's routine. So the stick goes on the shoulders and we twist at the waist. And then if you want, bring some steps into it. And then bring the stick up overhead if you can and go side to side. And then below the waist, side to side. And then to one side, back and forth. And then the other side. And then in front, paddle the kayak. Reverse. And bring the stick up to the shoulders and flop the wrists. Come on down, back to the shoulders. And overhead and down. Or up to the shoulders. Or crown, that's good. Stop at the shoulders, reverse the grip, flop the wrists. Come on down. And up. Stop at the shoulders, bring the stick behind the back again. We're gonna lift the knees as high as feels safe for you. And the same caution with hip rotations. Bring the stick to one side, hold on with one hand at the top or near the top and swing behind. And then the other. And then bring the stick to the middle, hold on with two hands, one hand or a finger or two at the top. Step back, we're gonna come up for a second, back on the heels for a second. Do about 20 rocks and rolls. All right. Put the stick down. We are gonna do the McGill, no, we're gonna do the Zach Bush 4. If you're using something in your hands, pick them up. 4 moves again. Squat. Raise. Around the clock through the middle or around. I did that in reverse. And a press. All right, we're gonna move the squats around in the sequence and we're gonna pick up speed each of the 3 rounds, but I'm gonna start with 10 squats right now. And a breath. raises, frontal. Good. Breath. Around the clock. Breath. And presses. And take a breath or two, or three, or four. And we'll do another round this time, moving the squats into the number 2 position. All right. We're going to start with raises in 3, 2, 1, a little bit faster. Breath. Squats. Breath. Around the clock, I'm going through the middle. And presses. All right, take some breaths. We're 2/3 of the way there. We're going to go a little bit faster this time, and we're going to move squats into number 3. And we'll get going in 3, 2, 1. We'll do 5 and 5. Squats. And presses. All righty. Take a few breaths. We're going to do box breathing this week, which, of course, we do at the end of the 5 Tibetans, for those of you who stick around for that. But not everyone does, so let's practice. 4 in through the nose, nice deep inhalations, hold for 4. Exhale for 4, hold for 4, before going again. We're going to do 5 rounds. Keep the ratio, even if you go a little bit faster than I do, or some of you may want to go slower. All right, 4, 4, 4, 4. Here we go. Then rub your hands together, cultivate chi. Form that chi ball. And the center, 2 breaths. Let's open our hearts. Pause on this inhale, exhale, send it out. And center, 2 breaths. Bring down chi from above. Yeah, they're from below. And oh, thank you, Mira.
Thank you, Thom.
You're very welcome. Enjoy this gorgeous
Okay, you too.
last day of traditionally summer.
See you tomorrow.
Okay. No, you know what? We're gonna do some rolling. I was logging off there, but let's do some rolling. I'm gonna hit the floor. Gonna grab a roller and a ball. And we'll put the ball underneath the gluteus maximus on one side. And we'll roll around looking for the tight, tender spot. Or more likely choosing among the tight, tender spots. Finding one and leaning into it. breathing into it. And then coming over to the gluteus medius up and to the side a bit. Much smaller muscle, but very tender usually. Again, rolling into it. Or leaning into it. And then over to the gluteus maximus on the other side. And radius. All right, let's take the ball out, bring the roller into the picture. We're gonna put it underneath the pelvis. Then lift the knees up and to the right. And we're gonna make 4 circles in one direction. And then 4 in the other. Stay leaning right and do some bicycles. Reverse. And then come back to the left side and do 4 circles in both directions. Bicycles. Reverse. Go into the center. Adjust the roller if you need to. We're gonna do 8 figure eights, starting one way for 4 and starting the other way for the other 4. That's for one way, go in the other way, start the figure 8. Watching the knees. And then some bicycles. Reverse. All right, bring the roller up to the middle of the rib cage. And with your hands behind your head or crossing your chest, roll from the middle of the rib cage to the bottom, but not below. Back and forth. And then from the middle to just above the shoulders. And back to the middle. And that'll do it. See you all tomorrow. Look at all that cat hair. All right. Have a good Monday, Labor Day.